Hello everyone, welcome to this next video on diet in cancer. So there are many ideas with regards to diet in cancer patients, right? There is this idea about um, our foods being genetically modified or having a lot of fertilizer because of which we are developing cancer and our food habits are not good, etc. So, from this, one thing is very clear that it is always advisable that we choose a organic diet, organic food. So, organic food, naturally grown, not genetically modified foods is one aspect. But what is more important, what believe, is that um, a lot of the food that we eat is processed or refined, right? The oil we use, the sugar, the salt, everything is processed. Wheat. This excessive processing and refining reduces a lot of nutritive content in the food that we are eating, and a whole food will always give us more healthy mm, nutrition rather than processed food. Processed food generally has too much of carbohydrate, sugar, and all those things in it. And sugar is something that cancer really thrives upon. Huh? So it is very important that we shift to a whole food. So, for example, rather than using mm, refined salt, it is better to use sea salt, rock salt, or rather than using refined oils, better to use whole oil, which is only compressed. That's all, not refined. And same goes with sugar. Rather than using refined sugar, if we can use cane sugar powder itself. Yeah, in India we get something known as jaggery. So something like that, if you start using in your basic, the first thing that has to happen in food is the basic fabric itself has to change. That the salt, food, oil, these are basic ingredients on which our food is being made. So first thing is we have to change the basic ingredients itself. Once those are changed, then we have to choose what to eat. No, whether this fruit or that vegetable or whatever. First thing, as far as possible, choose organic. Second is eat as fresh as possible, very fresh fruits, seasonal fruits or seasonal vegetables. Nowadays, because of all this genetically modified, all fruits, vegetables are available all throughout the year. But choose those which are grown or which grow in that particular season. Always stick to your inherent disposition, what you like to eat, what you want to eat, what you have eaten from your childhood. Stick to your own uh, traditional diet. Yeah, it's not only about liking, it has to be traditional, it has to be holistic. Because if you say, oh, I like burgers, I like pizzas, I'm going to eat only those things, then they are they are not really healthy foods. They are super refined junk foods. So foods which you have been growing up with, healthy foods that you like, that is the foods that you should stick to. So like in India, in summers we get mangoes, so we advise the patients to eat mangoes. So like that, you have to see what is it that suits you. Like if you remember one of the case I narrated, that patient had constipation, which was not relieved by just eating fiber food. It was relieved by eating butter, because this patient had this habit of eating butter. So you have to stick to your own inherent habits. Seasoned food, and routine. This is very important. Stick to a very good routine. Waking up early, doing your exercise, eating your food on time, keeping long intervals between your food. Don't eat anything um, between your meals. Having empty stomach or fasting for at least 1 day in a week. Very important. A lot of your cancer cells die just by fasting for 1 full day in a week. At least start by skipping your meal, one meal in 1 day in a week. Fasting is very good. Eating your food before sunset. Eating your food only during the day. All your three meals as far as possible, finish it during the day. As the night comes in, the metabolism starts to reduce. The fire element starts to reduce, so the digestion is not proper. Then you start accumulating, then you start becoming obese. So as far as possible, eat it during the day. Keep long intervals, good intervals, at least 4 to 5 hours intervals between each food. Do not eat in between. Don't snack. Okay, I like this. No, no snacking in between. Right? One last thing is that is very highly advisable is, as far as possible, shift to vegetarian diets. Red meat is supposed to be one of the most important causes of cancer. Switch to, as far as possible, vegetarian diet. If you have to, or if you like to eat, or you have always eaten meat, then I would suggest eat lighter forms of meat like fish, seafoods. They are lighter, or or chicken. But if you start eating the higher type of animals like mammals or birds, etc., their protein composition is such that it is very difficult for our body to digest them and assimilate them. The lighter you eat, the easy digestible things to eat, the less complicated the process, the more it will easily get excreted, the less it will stay in your body, less toxins, less constipation, more bowel movements, good digestion, fresh nutrition. These are the keys to any good cancer fearing patients, or patients who have the feeling that there is a family disposition and they may develop, or patients who feel they have been diagnosed of cancer. All such patients, if you shift to this kind of diet and this kind of routine, you will significantly see improvement in your overall health and suffering, even if you don't take any medicine. This diet habit itself will magnanimously change your health status, your mind status, your thought processes, your griefs, your sadness, your grudges. All that will also reduce just by doing all these things that I shared with you today. I hope this inspires all of you to take up this change in diet or change in food habits, and it gives you good health and good mm, nutrition. Right? With this, I say goodbye to all of you. Look forward for your comments, your suggestions, your likes, etc. Please do write your comments. We will look forward to that. Thank you. See you all in our next video. Till then,